Hello, lovely listeners, and good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Jill. Good morning, everyone. Ah, Jill has some great energy this week that she's pumping out, and we're going to continue on the line of being controversial. And
Controversy number two.
Yeah, this one kind of surprised me, honestly.
It
What a
did.
surprise.
Yeah, yesterday's controversy was that, life is supposed to be fun.
Yeah. And it
This
is.
one, it is. But, yeah,
take
we'll
the
leave
fun
it.
out of it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Listen to yesterday's. We often take the fun out of it. Today's controversial topic, well, Kim, how shall we say
Yeah.
it?
So right now, what's happening in a lot of us is that things are unwinding from the past. So past memories, experiences, past pains, past little twitches in your legs and your knees, your back, whatever, okay? Could be relationship things come up. There's some little past there. These are not huge things. I'm going to say that right now. These are not huge. They are but annoyances. They're coming back up right now. And as they're unwinding, we want to go into like, where's this coming from? Why is this here? The blame, the judgment. It's very easy to go into that. Jill and I talk a lot about not going into that. But right now it's kind of hard to get your mind to like not go there. So we have a different type of tool, controversial tool on how to release it.
Yep. Distract yourself.
Yep.
Distract yourself.
We're going to use distractions as a positive, not as a negative.
Exactly. Like we are all masterful and skilled at distraction. But Kim and I are challenging everyone to use distraction to your benefit.
Yep. So if you have lacking movement, if you feel like you need to move, you feel like you need to stretch, I want you to watch like a TV show or watch something that's actually really fast movement, whether it's cars going by super fast, whether somebody's like dancing around doing some, oh my gosh, fun dancing, twerking came in my head. I'm like, oh my goodness, come on. Like just like maybe hip hop dancing, whether it's, Papa like it's hot. Jesus. That's fun. Like look at somebody who's really moving fast and just like almost like immerse yourself in their energy of the fastest. And then all of a sudden after a little bit come back in your body and recognize like things actually moved in your body without you actually having to hurt yourself with the movement.
This one is so weird because, I love it, but it's weird in that my mind keeps wanting to figure out like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And it's like, you know what? Yeah. You got to do this and experience this. So one of the things that we had talked about is that when, say, discomfort of some sort or pain comes into our body, we tend to, as we've said, judge it. Judgment we've called as a form of resistance. And as soon as you start resisting something, it's just going to grow and grow and grow. It's not going to go anywhere. So then we tend to come to it and say, I'm going to move energy if we're doing anything on the energy level. Well, there's more resistance if we say we're going to move energy and we see ourselves as the one moving the energy, because now we're throwing like activity behind this. What Kim is describing is to be, the distraction that we're using puts us very much just in the observer, the spectator role. Just watch it. Just watch what's going on. If you want to move energy, then you can set the intention that you want energy to move, but you are not the one moving the energy. You distract yourself by watching cars go around a racetrack real fast.
Yep.
And you will find that the energy will start to move. And these things that are unwinding in us are just going to unwind on their own. And Kim, you said you channel the coolest stuff sometimes, and I swear you don't even realize you do it. When you're like, none of these are big.
Yeah.
The one that I'm like moving this week personally, in the past, all the story, all the judgment, all the blame, these are all things that wound that situation up into a much bigger thing in my life. And I'm telling you folks, it became a big thing in my life. And as Kim said this, I was like, you know what? The very core, the very root, the whatever we want to call it, the essence, the beginning point of this was very small relative to the effects. The cause was very small relative to the effects that I was experiencing. The effects got bigger and bigger and bigger because I kept blaming, I kept judging, I kept resisting. And I'm not, like even now as I say this, I'm not blaming myself. I'm literally like watching this and going, oh my goodness gracious. I'm like watching the cars go around the track now. I'm going, oh, I used to think I was each car. And now I'm sitting back watching it going, oh my goodness. And I can feel things in my body even as we've talked about this, Kim. Things have shifted so much by literally doing nothing. Controversy. Distract yourself and do nothing and watch it change. Yeah. But you've got to be precise about how you're doing this. If you're,
yeah,
you can't
you're like intentionally setting an intention versus I'm not going to sit there and start drinking a whole bunch of liquor to distract myself. It's not that. That's stuffing and burying. And that's you doing an action versus if I'm watching, oh my goodness, okay. Oh, so say I might have had an issue with somebody in my life that caused me some perceived harm and related to them drinking or even me drinking. Maybe I did some really screwed up stuff with me drinking and I'm trying to heal from that. One of the therapies that they use a lot of times is to surround yourself with like AA groups and be around other people listening to their stories. Sometimes it's hard to listen to, and this is the controversial piece I'm getting right now, is like to actually just sit and watch other people. Hits the stomach a little bit hard. Watch other people who drink. Watch their behaviors, their actions, and without judgment. That's a deeper one. I will admit that one is a deeper one. But it can actually work in this time frame that we're in right now.
Yeah, and this is something that I think people have probably heard, some of our listeners anyway, have heard in the past to do this kind of technique, to watch, observe, to, without judgment, see someone without judgment. I think what we're sharing here is that I know what we're sharing here is that you will not believe how this is going to work. It's like its time has come or something. It's just incredible. Kim, even as you were sharing that story, I'd seen a news story, a person I think I shared with you last week, and I saw her photo, and the photo you could see in her the effects of alcohol, this kind of things, and just the trauma on her. It was so intensively on her. And what I did in that moment, Kim, when I saw her, is I just looked at her. There was no judgment, and I wasn't trying to do this. It just happened, spontaneously happened. I just looked at her photo, and I could feel like this outpouring of this incredible energy. I wasn't doing anything. I was watching it, though. I was watching this energy occur. Yeah. And in the past, I'll tell you, this is why it stood out to me, because in the past I would have seen a photo of this person. There would have been judgment. I mean, it was a pretty rough looking person. Okay.
Yeah.
But there was just no judgment, and I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, look at you. I could just see way beyond any of the surface stuff, the essence of her, the beauty in her, despite all of the other things. And that's what we're doing here, is we're like, watch it. Watch it however you want to. Distract yourself a little bit from your usual patterns is, I think, would be a good kind of summary.
Oh
my God.
And the distractions, I'm going to tell you right now, is not on Facebook.
Right.
It's not Facebook scrolling. It's not TikTok scrolling. They're like, that's not the distractions today. They're like, change it up.
Yep. Has to be something different. Like, even if you don't like car racing, watch it.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't like car racing, watch it. That kind of a distraction. Yeah. It really, really changes us. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
I love that.
Well, thank you, Jill. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. Thank you, Kim. Until next time.